Hey, I thought this might be useful for somebody other than me. So I was painting these samurai minis for a test of honor for a friend, and these horseback samurai came out really cool, but I was having trouble getting them to stay upright because there's only a small point of contact between the horse and the base. Like, this guy's fine because he's a bit more stable. So what I did, what I'm in the middle of doing for some of them, is adding another little point of contact to make them a bit more stable. So, for instance, this guy was just attached by the two hooves and just kept falling off. So what I'm doing is using the same kind of pins that I use to pin insects to hold them up a little bit better. So first, I drilled a little hole in the middle of the bottom of this horse with my Dremel, and then I matched up where the hooves had been glued and just stuck a pin in that hole in the horse and marked where the bottom of the pin hit the base with a Sharpie marker. Then I set this guy aside and drilled a little hole in the bottom of the base. So then I took a bug pin, an entomology pin. Let me find one in here. One of these guys. They're pretty strong for being very small and also kind of a nice matte black that doesn't show up as much as shiny silver would. And I put it through the little hole that I drilled in the base from the bottom, and then just hot glued the head of the pin in there. And then I took this guy and just put the hole in the bottom of the horse over the end of the pin. And at the time it was a bit too long, so he was kind of up in the air. And then I just measured how far the hooves were from the base and cut that much off the end of the pin with a pair of pliers. So now, if I get that in there, it kind of holds him up all by itself. But what I'm going to do, might need to trim a little more off actually. But once I've done that, I'm just going to let that kind of hold all of this together and then glue the hooves back down where they were. So I don't know, hopefully that's helpful for somebody.